Welcome back to Anime Tribe. In this video, I'm discussing my top 10 favorite Naruto characters. If you like the video, you know what to do. Give it a like below and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Now, before I get into my top 10, I'd like to give honorary mentions to characters that I love, but this list was very hard, so they just did not make it somehow. So I want to give honorary mentions to Kakashi, Minato, Sasori, Deidara, Tsunade, Nagato, and Hashirama. I love those characters, but it was tight. Without further ado, we have Naruto, who is the actual protagonist of the show, and I had to include him because I feel like it's a bit of a violation if I don't include him. What I loved about Naruto was his optimism and his strong will, which contributed greatly to making the show what it was and as positive as it was. You know, Naruto was kind and resilient, which really inspired a lot of people and put out a positive message into the world, encouraging others to fight for their dreams and never give up. So that's why he's number 10. I feel he's not higher on my list because he really has this strong ideology that as long as you work as hard as possible, then your dreams is going to come true and everything you want to achieve is going to come true. But from my own personal experience, I don't really subscribe to that ideology, just from seeing people work as hard as they can to achieve their dreams and they don't achieve it, and people work not so hard and they still achieve their dreams. Like, the world is very unfair. So for that reason, he's not higher, because I don't find it to be very realistic, and I think it's actually a dangerous mentality to a certain degree. But I've kept him on the list because I believe this sort of ideology and idealism has a place in the world. Like, a positive mindset is very important, but overall I don't resonate with his ideals as much as I resonate with other characters. So for that reason, Mr. Naruto Uzumaki is number 10 for me. At 9, I have Kushina, and to be honest, I think it's because I have mommy issues, but I really liked Kushina's character and the way she was depicted. She had a real sense of motherly love and presence and affection that I was really drawn to. I also think the time period of my life really affected the characters I liked in Naruto as well. Kushina had some of the qualities I was looking for in the people around me at that point of time in my life. And she had a light-hearted spirit and loved fiercely, which makes her my 9th favorite Naruto character. At 8 is Rock Lee, because I absolutely loved Rock Lee and I agree with a lot of his ideals. I love the idea that hard work trumps talent, and when he was first introduced to the series, my guy, he bodied Sasuke, he bodied him, and I just love how he grew into the character he is today. I also think drunk Rock Lee is unmatched. He's not spoken about enough, and he gave us some quality content in Naruto, so Mr. Rock Lee has to be number 8 for that. My 7th favorite character is Shikamari, because he was a genius, come on. I really loved the whole arc with him and Hidan. He really gained my respect. I loved the growth and character development from not wanting to do anything because he's lazy to taking a hold of his life and maturing into a stronghold for Naruto, the current Hokage. I really enjoyed the whole journey, and I think he had one of the best character developments in the whole series. So for this reason, Mr. Shikamari is number 7. At number 6 is Mr. Might Guy, for similar reasons to Rock Lee. I just really admired this guy throughout the whole Naruto series. I was so happy when he finally got his moment to shine with Madara, and that backstory with Kakashi's father, oh, chef's kiss, like, it hit me in the feels. I just really have love and respect for Might Guy, his ideals, never giving up even when you're literally born at a disadvantage, and I feel like it's those ideals I resonate with more. For that reason, Mr. Might Guy is my 6th favorite Naruto character. My 5th favorite Naruto character is Gaara, because come on, everybody loves Gaara now. Come on, you know what it is. If you didn't make it to this list, I feel like slightly I would have been dragged, but Gaara is number 5 because of his backstory and his character development. I love the guy's personality. He's just a great character. His Kekkei Genkai is very unique. I love the way he used it. I think he was quite creative and he was really overpowered at some point in the series. If Gaara's Kekkei Genkai existed in the real world, we would have a lot of fun with it, especially like tackling issues like deforestation. I just think he would be a great character to exist in real life, so he's number 5. Number 4 is going to surprise a lot of people, but I feel like this character is one of the most underrated character in the whole of Naruto verse. This person is Konan. Like, I love Konan so much. and nobody ever talks about her. Like, did you guys not see what she did with Toby? Like, she was studying this guy for years and plotting, and then she executed her plan and she did it so well. If we're being reasonable, with ourselves, realistically, she should have won that fight. It was plot armor that got her. She should not have lost that fight, realistically. And I love the woman so much because I see a lot of myself in her. Because me too, if I want to do something, I'm going to take my time to study it very well and plan it before I then go and execute it to the best of my ability. So I really resonated with her character a lot. I wish she had more screen time. I loved her Keike Genkai a lot. She's a very unique person. And another thing I liked about Konan is she's someone I felt had to suffer in silence, and she kept a lot of her pain inside. What I mean by that is a lot of characters like Naruto and Gaara, they still got their own arcs where viewers were able to empathize with them and understand them and their backstory, but Konan never got that. You could tell from the other characters that she also suffered, but she never really got to share her story like that, and she had to kind of keep her pain within her. And as messed up as it sounds, that's a quality that I actually share with Konan and something that I would do. And so for that reason, I see a lot of myself in her, and she's number 4 for me. I love her a lot. Number 3 is King Madara. That's right, I really love the build up to his reincarnation, and obviously he was one of the strongest characters in Naruto. I was very hyped when the guy was reincarnated, and I can't lie, he did not disappoint me at all. I felt like he lived up to the hype 100%. I love the guy's swag, his mannerism, his demeanor, and for this reason is number 3. I feel like he's a character I was able to admire and respect whilst watching the series, and he earned it, to be honest. So Madara, King Madara is number 3. Number 2 is very close to number 1, but I just had to put him at number 2 because don't play now. Number 2 is Mr. Pain.
Feel pain, accept pain, and know pain.
Obviously, Pain was one of the my strongest characters, and everybody loves and respects this guy. He's just one of those villains that you cannot fully hate him. Like, he was making sense. I can't lie, the guy was making sense. He's kind of like the Joker of the Narutoverse because you can understand why he's the way he is, and a lot of these things he's saying challenges the way you think and perceive the world. And you know, I always love the characters that challenge the way I think, push me to think outside the box and see things from a different perspective. So that's why I love this guy. He was really interesting. On top of that, he was very unique. I love his character design, everything from his name to his character design. I feel like it was just spot on. That's why he's one of the top characters in Naruto, and I feel like it's the same for most people. People just love this guy. So Mr. Pain, King Pain, is number 2. At number 1, of course, we have our king. We have our king, Itachi. If you did not see this one coming, you have not been paying attention. You should have known this from the last video now. Itachi is number 1. I'm sorry. I love the guy's design. I love his story. I love his mindset. I love so many things about this man. So, of course, he has to be number 1 for me. And I feel like that's just how it is right now. And that's probably how it's going to be for a very long time. So, Mr. King Itachi is number 1, period. Thank you. I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's reached the end of this video. It means a lot to me. If you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more content. And that's it for this video. I don't know how to end long. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you. Okay, thank you. Bye.